Well, everyone, it's early Saturday morning, and in order for me to get this video up today, I have to film really early. The video I had aired for tonight, well, that video is just gonna have to wait a minute because I think it's really important for me to have a video that's in current time. I learned a lot of things over the last 24 hours, and true to Tessie style, we're going to share it today. All right, I gotta let the chickens out. I'm a little tired. I just woke up. This is early, like everybody's still in bed. But in order for me to get this video up, I have to do it really quickly. That way it's still up for today. Yesterday, I found myself really contemplating a lot about the video that you just seen. In the course of over 3,000 videos, I've never showed anger. Yes, I cried. Yes, I did all of these things, but I never showed anger, and there's a reason. My whole life, I was taught that you cannot show any kind of anger. Ever since I was born, in my family, anger was something that we always kept inside. You're not allowed to show anger. You have to always keep it inside. And I realized that was a big mistake, because anger and the appropriate time and the appropriate way of displaying it can really be healing. And I never thought I would say that. And I realized so much about myself in the last day or two. And that is, my whole life I held it in. So whenever something was really bothering me, I just held it in. And that caused anxiety and panic attacks. Normally what happened to me yesterday would have thrown me into a 3-month panic attack and anxiety situation. Really, it would have. That sounds really strange, I know. But normally, when there was something about me that was really hurt and I kept it all in, or I cried, I didn't really express my feelings, then I would get a lot of anxiety. I didn't get any anxiety at all. I had no panic attacks. In fact, I think sharing anger in a healthy way is really beneficial. And I do want to apologize for all of my subscribers who are used to seeing my videos, because I didn't want them being sad or angry with me. But I don't apologize for showing that emotion. I left every single comment that was given to me, I left that on the video. Whether it was praising me or it was condemning me. Condemning comments about me were drowned off by all the kind ones. I did read all the comments, and I have to read the comments because that's my life, is being with people and sharing with people my world, but seeing their world too. I was sheltered my whole life, and when I started YouTube, it was so amazing for me because I got to learn about other people. I lost my parents at a young age. I'm still 52 years old. I'm considered still young. And you guys have always filled in my parents, and you filled in the life of my grandparents and my sisters and my brothers. I want to hear about your life. So I do read all the comments, but it is impossible for me to comment everyone back. I am smiling because it's been, I don't get angry hardly ever. And I was triggered. I will admit I was triggered. And we all have triggers. Some people, it's different things, but I think almost everybody would be triggered if their bloodline was attacked, or where they come from was attacked, their nationality. You know, you would be triggered if you were questioned about that. And I shared it on video, and I feel so much freer. And I had to do this video today because I wanted people to see that I'm okay. In fact, I've healed. No, there's not going to be any more videos like that. I am by nature a very happy-go-lucky person, and my skin is very thick. But I just wanted to share that. And I talked with my husband, and he said, Tessie, because my first initial response was to delete the video, the original video I did, and just kind of hide, you know? He was like, Tessie, you said what needed to be said. He said, come on, Tessie, people. He said, they understood you. And he said, most people really have common sense and agreed with you. He said, you said what you had to say. Take a deep breath, put your chin up, and keep that video. That's exactly what he said. And so I really want to thank you. I learned some things. I learned that it's okay to express my feelings. I learned when I express my feelings, it brings healing. I also learned that grown-up people that are mature can find a solidarity and a friendship. Now, the person who had the latest video on all of that, and I discussed it in great length. She too and I have a common ground. We don't have a problem with each other whatsoever. We have a problem with people who attack one another. See, I never attacked her, and she never attacked me, but for some reason, people were attacking each other. I didn't realize at all what would happen. I didn't realize that this was such a emotionally charged subject. Really, I didn't, because I've always been a kind of person who doesn't go by all the rules, and so I didn't think anything of it. And I think she didn't think anything of it. But we were thrown into this mess, and we talked, and we're done. I really wanted to make that clear, that this isn't a, I don't want, like this person doesn't like me. No, 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 no. We're both welcome on each other's channel. And so that I wanted to give you an update on. I keep looking down because you know, when you were a little girl, most of you anyhow, I'm sure not everybody, but when you were a child and things happened in your life, you wanted to run to mom. You wanted to run to your mom and say to your mom, Mom, help me out. Well, when you reach a certain age, you no longer have your mom. And I don't have my mom. My mom has been gone for 2 years, and she's the only mother I've ever known. Even in the state she was in before she died, she didn't speak for 7 years. I would just love to see my mom today. Because I think my mom, even though she didn't speak, my mom, she could hear and she could understand to a certain extent. So I didn't have my mom, but I have the next best thing. I have her notes. And she was a women's counselor, a Christian women's counselor, and she did counseling to women. Also was a Sunday school teacher to women. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I want you to see this because I don't want you to think I came up with this on my own. This was her little blue notebook. And so I was just gathered all her notes up, her Bible notes. This is the first page of her little blue notebook. And this is her writing. Trust me, it's her writing. I can't write pretty at all. And this is what she said. She spoke to me from the grave. The Lord spoke to me. Dealing with our hurts and insults. Are we willing to crucify our own feelings when they are hurt? Are we willing to believe or think that other persons might not have meant it the way it sounded? Or do we choose to think or even say, so-and-so never uses tactfulness when speaking about us? Which side are we looking at? Are we looking at it against or just a portion of it to fit our needs? Maybe even just the portion. We need to apply ourselves and practice his principles, if we feel like it or not. I think we are often too concerned about our feelings and we forget about what the word says. Why do we do this? Why does the human nature so often surface when we're hurt? We need to establish his principles and his ways in order to live above it all. The problems will continue, but he will bless our victories. So many of these things we just simply ignore the laws of God. Be forgiving, and he will forgive. Give and receive, not the material kind. Bless and be blessed. Things that will destroy a person. Hatred, bitterness, jealousy, unforgiveness, gossip, not willing to confess. I learned there are amazing people in this world. People just stumbled across my channel, had no idea what I was talking about. And I think that it's okay to be proud of your heritage, and I'm very proud of mine. I'm very proud of where I've come from. But that's not all who I am. And so I learned a lot of things about myself. And I was true to myself. And someone said that, well, this is what you do. You get yourself in a mess and then you play the victim. Well, no. What I do is I have a strong conviction. And when I share my convictions with others, then it creates a mess. And it does. Does that mean I don't hold my convictions anymore because I'm afraid of the mess? Some people do. I know a lot of people who do that. They're convicted, but they don't show their convictions or share them because they're afraid of the mess. And you know what? 99% of the time when we are convicted of something and we expose that conviction and we live by that conviction, well, we're going to get into a mess. Think about it like this. Think about it, the person who was an alcoholic. They ran around and had fun with other alcoholics. They would drink all the time together. And then one day, the person changes their life and they're no longer an alcoholic and they don't hang around the other ones anymore. Their conviction has changed them and it made a mess because the other people were angry and mad because they're no longer associating with them. So yes, in a way, the snarky comment, which is still up, is true. I do create these scenarios, but I do so to live an authentic life. I do so to show the world that I'm convicted of this, and I need to share with you all my convictions. And in doing so, I create a mess. But then, the mess turns into blessings because other people see my mess and my convictions and they realize they're not alone, and it gives them strength to share their convictions as well. So yeah, you know, and that is something I learned. Every time I've done a video like this, now it's been almost a year since I've done a video like this. I did more in the beginning because I was learning about myself. I realized, and in order to do so, I'm sticking my neck out there and I'm being vulnerable. But in order of being vulnerable, I'm helping others. So, a simple subject became profound. But isn't that how it is in the Bible? You know, the Bible's full of drama. Big drama. Drama that I could never even consider. But in all of that drama in the Bible, what happened? Great revelations happened. People were enlightened. They learned things about themselves. They became blessed. And so the content creator and me, we walk side by side and we both agree. It's okay to disagree on certain subjects, but we do agree on one thing, that what was happened to both of us surely was not right. Everyone, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's video is all about now what, after some things that we were working on and some thoughts of mine, and my husband and I and my family want to just say thank you for your love and outpouring of kindness, and for feeling that we are not alone and that we are truly loved unconditionally. Bye, everybody.